Well, hello and thanks for joining me here on my latest episode of Chasing Shadows with me, Dave Tarrant. And today you find me up on the Thames in Oxfordshire, and our target species today is going to be one of my favourite species, and if you don't already know, it's the chub. Right, first job, put some boilies out before we get started. So the Thames is quite a big old river and they've not always got chub in every swim, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 7 pouchfuls of boilies out there, 12mm boilies, and it's a hot sausage flavoured boilie, 12mm, and hopefully we're going to attract a few chub into the swim, and you never know, there is a few barbel maybe in this stretch. That would be nice. So I'm going to fish into dark tonight. It's about sort of 6 o'clock now and the evenings are drawing in. It's about September the 1st now, and there's definitely a bit of a cold sort of feel in the air now, and we're starting to sort of get into the autumn time. So right, I'm gonna go to fly past. Right, so I'm gonna get the rest of my kit ready, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, kit I'm going to be using this evening. So I've got myself a barbel rod, 1.75, pretty heavy. The reason being is I'll sort of come to that in a minute. I've got some 12-pound line on the reel. There are a few snags about, and the chub can sort of take you into the snags, and there's a bit of a nasty branch out there. So got some line that's going to get me out of trouble. So and also what I'm doing is going right down to the rig. I'm fishing a bolt rig style rig today. So fixed there, well, semi-fixed there. There's a 2.5 ounce lead, and then I've got a braided hook length going down to a number 8 sharp. That's a wide gape, called a wide gape hook, with the boilie there, which has sort of been soaking in some of the hot chorizo sauce. And like I say, it's quite a heavy old rig, and what I'm using it for is that sort of bolt rig style. So once the chub come up, takes it, moves around, and hopefully it'll hook it, and it's a self-hooking rig. So the chub can be a little bit finicky, and it's a way I've sort of adopted this into the summer months, because chub are sort of notorious for, they can sort of pick a bait up with the front lips and sort of go off and spit the bait out without getting hooked. So this is it's a good old, well, I'll call it a confidence rig. I think that's what we used to call it years ago, but it's a good tried and tested rig, and sort of 9 times out of 10 you're going to connect into a chub. Right, just before we cast out, one other thing I like to do is to use a PVA mesh bag with a few of those boilies in. There's a little bit of added enticement to those chub, and they'll break away around that hook bait and sort of go down a few feet, and hopefully they will enjoy a nice free meal and make our acquaintance this evening. So right, now time for me to cast this out and see if we can catch some chub for the camera. Well, that didn't take long. Well, you'll never believe it, but a cronking great big roach. Look at that, what a cracker. Taking that really bigger than its mouth. Right, let's get this hook out and I'll show you him a little bit better. Unbelievable. So you would have never believed that. Look at that, that wasn't out there for more than about, well, 2 minutes. And that lovely, beautiful River Thames roach took that bait. It was probably about 4 times the size of his mouth, greedy. So yeah, can't moan too much about that, can we? Right, let's get him back. That caught me a bit off my guard actually. I'm still sort of setting up, and that was out there for about, well, 2 minutes. So nice little start to the evening. So you never know, bring on the chub. Right, time check, it's now 7:42 and it is the 1st of September today, funny enough, and like I say, the nights are starting to draw in, and we've probably got about an hour and a bit of sort of daylight now, but what I will say, if you are after chub, please don't go now. You know, you're just getting into bite time now. You at least want to go into an hour into darkness, and these sessions at the moment, I'm sort of coming up on work days, and I'm sort of fishing till sort of about 10:30. Really I wouldn't fish past sort of 12 o'clock anyway, whether it's weekend or midweek on a school night, but yeah, that's your sort of best time. Dusk into about 2 hours, but please, I see so many people packing up sort of now and going, and you're missing the best part of the day. This is definitely the bite time. And another thing is sort of as it gets later into the evening, you don't get as much boat traffic, which is sort of quite nice. The water gets a lot quieter, and I think the fish feel a lot more settled, and they're sort of ready for a munch before sort of bedtime, if you know what I mean. So right, come on, where are you, fish? Wow, that is a nice chub. So what I'm going to do now, I've been patiently waiting for that bite, so I'm going to let that fish rest. Looks quite a nice chub, could be a 5, you never know. Right, I'll let it rest and then I'll show you our little prize. Well, there we go, £5.7 of Thames Chub. Look at that, what a lovely chub that is as well. Been a long time coming. I haven't had a bite now for a couple of hours actually, so right, there we go. I'll keep it out of the water very long. I'm going to put it back, let it rest, and see if we can catch another one. Happy days. There she goes. Well, this feels nice. Chub, I think. Slow lunges there. Feels nice. Ooh, that feels nice. Big as the other one. Looks nice. There she goes. Well, I think that's a 5. Ooh. What do you think? £5? Gotta be in it. Right, let's get the kit ready and let her rest, and then we'll put a number on her. Yeah, I think that's an easy 5. Well, there we go. £5 2-ounce River Thames chub, and worth staying on that extra an hour than I should have done. A really nice shaped chub, I must say. What a belting take that was on that 12mm boilie. So right, I'm not going to leave it out of the water much longer. I'm going to get her back and probably call it a night. Should be home by now, so I've got a bit of a drive, so right, let's get this one rested and let her go, and hopefully we can make acquaintance in the autumn or winter, and maybe she might be £6. Well then, my fishing friends, that's it. Another evening's fishing over, and I've thoroughly enjoyed that. Like I say, I travel quite a few miles actually. It's near enough 100-mile round trip for me to come up to the Thames from where I live down in Hampshire. But it's well worth it tonight for those 2 5-pound plus chub. And catch them in the winter, they could be 6s. That lovely roach, unbelievable, excellent condition. I wasn't expecting to catch that on a 12mm boilie, most unexpected. So it got a little bit difficult as soon as the sort of moon, we've got this really bright moon at the moment, and that sort of got high in the sky and it sort of turned the fishing off, but can't complain. 2 5s. Yeah, so I'm going to make my way back to the van now, make my way back to Hampshire. I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching my videos, much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to call it a night. Be lucky, and I'll see you back here again chasing shadows. Ta-ra for now.